Hey. All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Scenic Historic Preservation Commission, dated April 26, 2021. It's 4 p.m. My name is Robert Clark. Our other board members on are, if you want to go through and just state your name, starting with Marnie.
Marnie Williams.
Phil's there. He's got his phone muted. Hang on, he's coming in.
Phil Sabara, sorry about that.
And Vicky, our telephone. Our first case, if the applicant would like to unmute his phone. Our first case is case number 06-21. The property is located at 1008 State Street. The applicant's name is Mr. Rosick. In accordance with the requirements contained, the applicant is proposing to remove and replace the upper and lower porches of the left side of the home, along with the upper and lower porch at the front entrance of the property. The new porches will be framed with pressure-treated lumber. The floors of the upper porches will have vinyl tongue and groove flooring. The lower porch floors will be composite Trex deck. The railing for all the porches are proposed to be white vinyl systems with square spindles. The soffits will be white. At this time, if the applicant would like to walk through his project, that would be greatly appreciated.
Hello. First of all, this is Orson and Sanad Rosick. You'll have to excuse us a bit. We're on a remote job site, and our internet connection is not the best.
That's okay. We can hear you.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. So as you can see by the pictures, the home needs quite a bit of cosmetic work. We're going to be hard pressed to make it look any worse. So my dad outlined in the proposal what we had in mind for the restoration. As you can see, the front porches need a complete overhaul. The double porches, and then the small basically all four porches need to be updated completely. That's a sample image of what we had in mind
Of the railing.
for the railing system.
And that is what is currently was there, correct?
No,
Well, the images, the red home.
Okay.
Currently, there's nothing there of.
Okay. And Patty, do you have any good pictures of like before and afters there that we can just kind of rifle back and forth real fast too?
What do you mean before and afters? They haven't done They haven't done any of the work yet.
No, I'm sorry, renderings.
Nope. He just explained what he's looking to do, and then this last photo here is the example that he's using for the railing system. This one with the green in the background.
Okay. And then could you just show us what it looks like now, just so we could see the.
Yep, that's the front. Looking at it, that's the left-hand side. This is the right-hand side.
It's in pretty.
And that's the overall photo.
Will the columns be square, or are they going to be round, similar to the sample?
The railing is we're looking at square railing as in the sample picture.
Yes, but are the columns going to be square?
No, the columns have I think you can see in the image. It's a structural column with an aluminum insert, and it has a bit of a design, and that design, depending on what's in stock, but that's pretty much what we're going for.
But the existing is square, correct?
The existing is nothing. It's garbage.
Patty, will you go to the first picture? It looks square.
Yeah, I would prefer to see it simple and square, similar to the original ones. Would that be an issue?
Okay. Imaju kockaste strukturalno.
Only that we go, if they don't have, we may go with wood and paint.
Yeah, we would prefer to go with the more ornate design because it would be a simpler solution. But if we go with the square, then we would have to install wood posts and either paint them or wrap them in vinyl or PVC.
I mean, I think the square would be more in keeping in kind with, what was originally on the porches, rather than going with the more ornate look.
Okay.
Okay.
That's the only comment I have. Otherwise, I think everything else looks fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Phil, about keeping it in kind as well.
I just have one question, Patty, on the first picture. Is the lower left porch no longer going to be enclosed, or is that not being touched?
It will not be enclosed.
It will be open just with railing.
Okay, so where that white door is that we see, that is now an enclosed porch. That will be an unenclosed porch.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
Oh, any comments on?
I don't know. I don't know if that's original anyways. I'm actually on Google Maps right now, taking a look. It's hard to tell.
Yeah, especially because the other porches are all open. It does kind of look like it was added.
It was definitely added just haphazardly.
Yeah, I agree. I don't have any issue with that being left open.
No, I don't either.
I just wanted to point it out.
Yep.
What are we doing on steps? Anything?
I'm sorry, you were cutting out. What was the final verdict on opening versus closing? Is it okay to open the bottom porch?
Yes.
Okay.
I just asked a question. Steps. I don't believe there was mention in the. What are we doing about the steps? Is that just going to be the? On the right hand side, the steps are going to be in the same orientation where they are now, and on the enclosed porch there aren't going to be any steps. It's just going to be an enclosed bottom porch for the lower apartment. Oh, there's two steps now which look concrete. Is that?
Yeah, we're gonna remove that.
And then what are you adding? Trucks like the other dock?
Yeah, they're gonna finish the same, but it won't be an access. It's just gonna be a porch, an enclosed porch for that unit. That's the idea.
I'm sorry, I thought we were opening it.
Right. It's going to be just railings, windows, and such. But we don't plan on putting steps there. It's just going to be railing.
Okay, my other comment would be just make sure that that's code compliant when you go get a building permit. I don't know how many exits you have out of there. You should be fine, being that it's residential, if you have egress windows.
Yep.
But I would just confirm that with codes.
Absolutely.
So you don't get yourself in a pickle at that point.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm sure they'll confirm for us.
Are there any other questions regarding the project?
As far as thank you for the input, by the way, for the deck and porches. As far as moving on to finishing exposed brick, in particular, the currently lower enclosed porch left is painted white on the inside. Would it be possible for us to color match with a stucco and finish that bottom like that?
Phil, you're the expert, but I would think that you need to paint it the color.
I don't think it should match the brick, you know, of the exterior. I think it should all be, and if that was exposed at one time, it should all look that way as well and look the same and uniform. Is the brick in bad shape or?
Nemaš to tu dol staviti. Nemaš farbit kuću tu.
Fasadu.
Ne mereš fasadu. Samo da tu dol bude fasada na jednom.
To na dva.
Okay, sorry about that. My dad's idea was to for the left porches, as far as finishing the that sort of alcove, the L wall there, to color match it with the peak color. There's going to be a peak accent where the wood shakes are. They're going to be vinyl shakes with the appropriate color. And our question is, can we install a color match stucco on those two porches matching that color from the peak?
I guess my opinion is why not paint it to match the rest of the brick on the building?
Okay, so just make it match the brick?
I think so, yeah. I mean, that's the way it is, that's the way it was. I think I would keep in kind with, you know, with the historic nature of the building and the aesthetics of the building. I mean,
Okay, so it's currently, parts of it are painted. Are you saying we paint the brick to approximate the color?
yeah, I mean, it looks like the existing brick is painted, correct?
Okay.
Am I correct? Is the existing brick painted?
It's in the enclosed porch, painted white.
Right, but the brick, the exterior brick of the building, it's all painted brick, correct?
Yes, it was spots of all kinds of paint. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would match whatever the exterior brick color is, I would match that. That's my opinion.
Okay. Okay, can do.
Which looks like a firehouse red.
Right.
Are you saying, excuse me, are you saying that you want them to keep it the firehouse red that it is, or can they change it to another color?
Well, if they want to change the whole building of the to a different color, they just have to let us know what color it is.
Because I was by there today. I went past the building today, and the exterior is in really rough condition. The entire thing needs to be painted as far as the exterior goes. And if I may not be understanding the question they're asking, I may be the one that's failing with that, but I think they're asking you if what you want done with the exterior of the building. And are you saying to them you want it all painted one color? Because right now it's exposed brick, it's painted brick, some bricks painted like a fire red, some brick is white. It's a disaster. So I think what the question is, the applicant is asking what you're giving permission to do.
They're asking the stucco over the brick where the covered porches are. And I'm saying, no, I think that's a mistake. If they intend to paint the building, I would paint all the brick the same.
All the brick the same color as the stucco, or all the brick the
No,
same color?
there's no stucco.
Zero stucco.
I thought there was stucco inside the porch area.
Might be,
No,
but they're
it's just painted.
I'm sorry, your voice broke up.
I think we got the answer we needed. We need to paint the house, and we're going to paint the house all the same color, leaving it the brick texture. And our question is, the follow-up question, there was an approved vinyl shake for the pitch section of the roof. As you can see in the picture, there's some wood shake exposed. It's in really rough condition. It's wood right now. We previously got approved to apply a vinyl imitation wood shake in that pitch up there. And we got the color approved as briarwood. It's a clay color. And the question is, should we paint the whole house that color?
Yeah, but that's not a proposal right now.
They can request changing the paint color at this time.
No, I'm not talking about the paint color, the take on the.
Right, but that was approved. That was approved as you see on the screen right now. That's their approval right there. They were approved for the vinyl shake siding to be flat edge style of Veriform Heritage Cedar by Ply Gem in briarwood color, and that was January 27th of 2020.
Oh, I meeting, so that's probably. I don't remember it.
So now I believe he's asking if he should do the whole house that color.
Yes. Yes.
Should it be painted that color rather than keeping it red and the briarwood accent?
I think it would be better to paint it that color rather than keep it firehouse red. Myself.
And all the trim, if we went with that color, what color will the trim be?
Trim.
Very similar.
Whatever, we haven't decided on the trim, so whatever your input is, we'll paint it what color you say. Currently, it's a mix of browns and white and black, everything.
Right.
But the windows look like.
The windows are white.
Yeah. I would say one of the problem, and maybe all the trim be painted white.
Okay, so so briarwood and white for the trim then.
I could live with that. I don't know how everybody else feels.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that would tie in with the railing system, because that's white as well.
Yep.
And then the only sort of accent, the color of the Trex flooring and the vinyl flooring. So everything else would be white and briarwood.
Yep.
What was the track, please?
Yeah, boy, Trex.
Something gray, dark gray.
We were thinking a gray color.
Okay, I haven't heard from
Oh.
You guys, I actually have that color. I'll try and display it to you. They gave me these two samples. Can you see them?
Yes, that's like your standard trim, basically.
Yep.
Is that good with everybody?
That works for me.
Any more questions regarding this project?
No, that's it. I think we're complete as far as exterior aesthetic. Briar white and then the Trex.
Okay. Any board members have any other questions? Would someone like to make?
I don't have.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve, using square columns for the porch porch, supports. And,
Yes,
with using the was it Briarcliff gray? The Briarwood gray, shake sidings and the painted brick to match with all white trim.
yes.
And
Is there
no
a
stuff.
second?
No stucco.
Okay.
No stucco.
Is there a
And
second?
also to take out the enclosed porch as well.
Yes, yes.
I'll second.
Any seconds? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I,
Opposed? Carried. Okay, that's all set.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Take care on the next docket as well. We'll move into the next one. Case number 07-21. The property is 1021 Park Avenue. The applicant is proposing to remove two porches on the front of the home. The first porch will be replaced with a porch of the same size and design similar to the existing porch. The floor and stairs are decking. The roof will have architectural shingles. The railing system will be either wood similar to or the existing white vinyl railings with square spindles. The porch ceilings and soffits will be white. The second floor porch will not be replaced. The existing door will be replaced with a window and a slab will cover the remainder of which was open. Well, again, let's walk through this project, please, Mr. Rosen.
Yes. Idea is that we remove second porch and it will be no exist anymore because it always make trouble and just that I rebuilt the bottom.
So you're replacing the porch and then we're removing the top porch. Is that correct?
Yes. Top porch will not exist anymore and I will rebuild bottom porch.
Okay.
Bottom porch with roof.
What it says in the app, you're just going to use the exact same look. Nothing will change with the bottom porch.
It will very specific.
What was it? You came in up.
Yeah, it's gonna look very similar to this thing
With
with the change that it's going to be vinyl with white vinyl with square spindles.
depend on that.
Okay. So we have a color we're looking
But
at.
if need be, we can go with wood and color match as well.
Patty, could you show us a picture of the house cleaned out, the whole house?
Yep.
What color is the house? I'm having trouble telling. Or Phil, can you tell, or Marnie, or Becky?
Looks like a gray. You asking the color?
Yeah, what is that, a gray or is it a
No,
white?
it looks like a gray.
I think it's gray. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe dark gray. Yeah, gray.
Oh, is it gray? Yeah, I don't know. It kind of looked like a greenish gray to me.
Yes.
It looks like the siding is lighter and then the trim is a darker gray. If I'm reading that correctly, I'm looking at it on Google Maps right now.
I would be more inclined to say I'd rather have it wood with color match, but I don't know, Phil and Marnie and Becky, what do you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the porch on top, he's gonna get rid of that porch on top?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
going.
Okay. Excuse me.
Do you plan to replace the siding where the roof is gonna be taken away and, the new window is gonna replace, the door? Will that be
Yeah.
re-sided in those areas to match?
Yep. It'll look like it was never there. It'll just continue with the existing house.
Okay, and I try and match those windows, the trim and the window itself to the other windows?
Yep.
You see where there's that exposed, what is that, clapboard, Phil? Can that have, can we get siding on that too?
You talk about that roof
I would.
off to the left?
I don't know, it is open on the whole house.
Where she's got the little hourglass on right now.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. We didn't previously discuss that with the owner, but we can do that if need be. But we didn't discuss it with the owner yet.
I would want that as a condition to remove the porch, just so we get it done.
yep.
Yeah, I agree.
Doesn't look like a lot anyway.
Da se popuni ovaj vam go trougao sa sajtom isti.
Vrh.
Aha,
Ja. Ja sam mislio,
pa vrh ovaj, stol.
znam. Ima ovdje vrh jedan je pop. A ja sam mislio tu ovdje kupiti vertical soft
Isto, no, isti siding.
Okay.
So you want the same siding to continue as with the house on the triangular exposed section?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, we can do that.
Do any other board members have any questions?
Now, what was the floor again for the porch? What material were you using?
Correct.
Trex?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the floor itself, we were the client wanted Trex, but it's sounding like wood painted to match color is what you're requesting.
It looks
So the floor is fine. Talking about the beams and the rails, not so much the floor. But unless you disagree.
Okay.
Well, I don't have a problem with the deck being trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all, I believe that's all they were
Sorry, what was
proposing, decking to be Trex, not for the railings or the columns.
Right.
Yeah.
So would Trex floor be okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Would someone to make a motion on this project with all of our stipulations? Well, I'll let you read them all out.
I'll make a motion to approve as submitted with the following stipulations. All areas where the existing porch has been removed is to be sided to match the existing, as well as the existing exposed, gable, I guess you call it gable end, adjacent to the upper roof, and that the new window matches and is trimmed to match the existing windows on the facade. Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is there a second?
I can second. I can second.
Marnie seconds. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. All set.
Mr. Rosick,
Thank
Rosick,
you.
make sure you get your building permit through codes, okay?
Okay, absolutely. Isto kako jest. And just to be clear again, the railing system is going to match the existing look, so square spindle, just to double check.
Yeah,
Yeah, and match.
I don't know.
Okay,
you're all set.
Okay.
Have a nice night.
thank you, appreciate it. Yep.
Next up, we have case number 0-220 Memorial Parkway. The applicant is Patrick Fiore. The owner of the property is the city. The applicant proposed mural titled Season. The applicant is proposing to paint a mural titled Seasons on the northern elevation of the utility building adjacent to the chairlift. After preparing the wall, a line drawing will be transferred to the surface. The drawing will be secured with water-based acrylic latex paint. The design will be executed in the individual color shapes with large brushes. Smaller brushes will be used to clean up edges and finalize details. The design will be color key map matching colors with each individual shape. The design was create a dynamic image reflecting a positive connection to our four seasons, encouraging physical movement, space merging the ideas of aesthetic with recreation, physical, and mental health. The colors are a progression of analogous color theory parallel to symbolic colors of seasons with subtle transitions and overlaps representing the blend of one season to the next. Materials are latex primer, golden paintworks, mineral paint, isolated coat, and varnish. If Mr. Fiore is on, he could kind of give us a summary of it.
Yeah. Hello. So the way this project occurred is I was asked to create a mural for the Caram Fund, and they did not have a site, so I proposed the site. I'm sorry, I'm picking up a lot of garbling on the line.
Yeah,
I have a lot of gargling too.
Yeah, okay. That's better. In any event, the Caram Fund asked me, and it turns out in association with the United Way, to do a mural in honor of Joseph Caram. They do this, I guess, every year or so throughout the community. This is the first time they're doing a mural. And so they did not have a site. I proposed this site. I've been aware of various places in the city where there could be murals. So I proposed this site, presented it to Derek Crossman, who brought it to the mayor. And that's how we got to this point. To tell you, I mean, I won't go on too much because it's about this, but I've returned to Utica after being away a long time from here. And as an artist, I wanted to contribute to the community in various ways. And I have a few projects going throughout the city with the Refugee Center on Bleecker Street, with Handshake City, and a few other projects. Just was requested to present a mural for the Saranac as well. So that's my goal. And this is what I'd like to do.
And then Patty, maybe you could just kind of show us a couple of before and after slides there. That would be great.
That's what I have.
Yep.
So this is the parkway on the building on the parkway, right at the bottom of the ski hill. Right above the side parking lot where the tennis courts are. You'll see this here is entering from Oneida Street, and it's to the right over here, the building.
Bill, Arnie.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's not a historically significant building, but it's in a very historically significant location, being in the park system there that was done originally by Olmsted. I guess my only comment would be, this is gonna be seen from more than one side or direction. I'm not sure what the color of the existing building is, but I'm almost suggesting, and maybe this is beyond your scope, Patrick, but, I'm thinking almost, the building should probably be painted a color that works with the colors that are in the mural. So as you're coming around it, it kind of works together rather than, just that one side jumping out, unless you think, as the artist, you think that makes more sense.
Well, you can see at the left-hand side where there's a column there. I'm doing that to accommodate the signage that's going to go on there, which will include the city
Logo.
acknowledgement. But that color is what the other buildings are. So that's what I introduced. So that when you turn the corner and there's the garage door, I believe,
Yep.
on the left, it would match that color. So it would just kind of
Okay.
continue around. I wasn't more ambitious than doing this side. I didn't look at the rest of it.
Okay.
But if there's interest in that, we could talk about it. I don't know.
I'm just wondering, not even that the mural needs to wrap, but I'm thinking that whatever the color of the building is should work with your color scheme.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, we could take maybe the most muted color there, maybe, and carry it around the
Right.
building. Yeah.
I just think that would,
The roof, I think, is green. It's not it's not similar to the other ones. It's kind of a green.
right.
Yeah.
All like khaki stucco, all the
Right.
buildings.
Right.
With green.
This is Councilwoman Celeste Friend. Can I say something? Is that allowed?
Sure.
So I represent the 3rd Ward, which is where this is located. I love it. I think that's really beautiful. And I'm all for public art. Has anybody talked to Phil Bean about this? The director of the Conservancy?
Yes, I know Phil. We've talked about it, and he supports it.
Okay.
We've talked quite a bit about. We talked about working together further, but yeah, I contacted him initially before I even proposed this. Basically, wondering if he had any plans for that area, if there was going to be any planning or anything additionally happening, but I guess not.
Okay, terrific. Thank you very much. Again, I think this is great. I love public art. We need more public art. Yeah, I'd like to see more public vetting of public art, but that's a long-term goal. But I can't wait to see this in progress, Mr. Fiore.
Well, thank you.
My only concern, Mr. Fiore, is what is our ongoing maintenance associated with it?
Yeah.
Is it gonna fade out in 5 years?
Well, there will be a sealant placed on it that does preserve it. Because the United Way is involved and they're offering volunteers, and because I have a few other projects around the city, I've always committed to maintaining them at the center and also at Handshake City. So I would do that again here. But the idea would probably be annually we take a look at cleaning it if we needed to, checking the varnish. The one proposal that I'm making, and that's really up to the city, if they'll allow this, or maybe you, is to put a gutter on that side. Because what's happening, I think, with that wall is the water is splashing back on it, and it's pulling dirt from the roof. And I think a gutter would really help to sustain that and keep it clean. And also, there's some drainage issue maybe at the bottom where it's kind of creating a bit of a ditch because of that. I don't know if we have approval to do that from the city or not at this point.
We have
What is the existing
It's your call
material?
that I'm asking you. Yeah,
What is the existing material of the exterior of that building? Is that stucco?
it's a stucco. Yeah, it's a stucco.
Are there any concerns about moisture content of the stucco before you get started?
Well, I as I had kind of mentioned in the my application, it needs to be cleaned. There needs to be some patching that needs to be done. There's a few kind of divots in the wall, and then it'll be sealed. Both more like something a little stronger than a gesso. It's actually kind of like a kill seal. And then after because these paints are created by Golden, they're specifically made for exteriors. And then they also offer a varnish to seal that. So I think we'll be okay as far as that goes on this particular surface.
I would just suggest, having it tested for moisture content and running that by whoever the manufacturer is of the paint. I'm an architect, so.
Sure.
Just because I'd hate to see you paint over something that has a lot of moisture and next thing you know, it's not adhering.
Right.
So you may want to look into that.
Right. There is something I've seen used before. There's a kind of masonry conditioner, which also helps. Yeah. But I mean, all of those things, I'm just as interested in it being secure as you are. So I'm definitely going to explore that. I've worked with Golden previously on other technical issues on a stained glass project I did. They're excellent in terms of helping those with those technical issues.
Right. Now, I think it'd be a nice addition to the parkway, and I'd like to see it last.
Yeah, exactly.
Patty, I have a question for you and our city attorney. Is it possible to do 5-year approvals and have this expire in 5 years, or is that not possible? And
I
my
don't know what
thing that is,
city, I don't know what the agreement is with the city for this mural. Kate, do you know?
I don't. I hadn't even heard of it before the meeting today.
I just worry that, we get it up and then 10 years from now, it's, it looks terrible, and then, it just sits.
It is a city-owned building, so the city will, probably be more responsive to, a necessity to update it than a private owner might be.
Okay. So, I mean, if it did fade out in 10 years or something, they could either, have Mr. Fiore touch it or just paint over, right?
Yep.
Any
That's
more
no clause. I have a question. That is a negative. There is no clause to have it reevaluated within 5 years, whether or not it's been maintained or not.
We can't do that, I don't think. I don't think that there's authority in the code for us. In the Scenic and Historic Code, I don't think that there is authority for the board to make this kind of condition on approval. The board can really only make an approval of the aesthetic appropriateness of a proposed design.
And like Kate said prior, that this is a city property. So hopefully the city, if it does deteriorate or fade of that nature, the city would take care of it.
Any other concerns from any committee members?
No, I'm good.
Would someone like to make a with, I believe we have potentially 2 stipulations, one being the gutter and one being the water of the stucco, right, Phil?
Well, that's just a suggestion. I mean, I don't know if we can make them do that, but if they want it to last, I think it would be prudent to test the plaster to make sure the moisture content is within the specifications of whatever paint manufacturer they're using.
I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I would make a motion to approve with a gutter, and provided a gutter is installed above the or at the roof line mural so that it lasts.
I'll second that.
Is there a second for that?
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I'm
Carried.
opposed.
Oh, we have one opposed. Okay, that one, right?
There was a proof. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Fiore.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a
Next
nice
up,
night.
we have case number 09270 Genesee Street. The applicant is Mannion, O'Connor, and Bonacci Architects. The applicant is proposing to replace all existing windows will be removed and replaced with windows that are similar to those seen in these historic photos of the building. The glass block will be removed and replaced with new windows. The infilled openings west end of the building will be open, and windows will be installed. All new windows will have black exteriors. A new storefront will be added in the existing loading dock to act as the residential tenant. A new concrete stair will be constructed. A covered entry will be installed on the south side of the building for a commercial tenant with a canopy, concrete stair as well. New brick fencing, fencing on the street side will be added to the Burchard Lane of the parking lot. The large aluminum commercial travels insurance sign will be removed from the building and replaced with a smaller sign lit from above, gooseneck lights. Existing brick, stone, stucco will be cleaned. At this time, probably Bonacci Architects, would they walk us through the project?
Rob, I just want to jump in quick before Norman takes it from here. I'm going to have to recuse myself as I'm the project architect for this job, so.
Oh. Are you going to be walking us through the project?
I'll let Manny take it from here.
Okay.
If you need me to chime in down here.
Can everyone hear me all right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, my name is Marianne O'Connor. I'm with Bonacci Architects. So as Rob stated, we are intending to remove and replace all of the windows on the building. They will be replaced with appropriate windows based on historic photos. So they will not necessarily match what is there presently, but they will be more similar to what was originally installed in the building when it was built. It was built in 3 phases. 1905 was the first 3 bays seen on Genesee Street. 1918, which is the 1-story portion that is along the north side of the building, and the 1937 portion, which is the remaining 6 bays on Genesee Street. So all those windows will be replaced. There are some openings along the southern side of the building. That is the side closer to Utica Coffee for everyone. Those openings will be reopened. There's currently brick in some and wood in others. Those will have windows added back into them. The openings on the Bouchard Lane side of the building are currently infilled with glass block. The glass block will be removed. Windows that are historically appropriate will be reinstalled. And then the loading dock, as you can see on the screen, on the right-hand side, at the bottom, is going to have a new glass storefront installed that will have divisions similar to the overhead door that is currently there. And then on the southern side of the building again, there will be a new door and canopy installed aligned with the other side. There will be a new canopy and door installed aligned with one of the windows. And then on the north side of the building, the existing commercial traveler sign will be removed and a new sign will be added in its place that will be lit from above for the commercial tenant.
Marnie or Vic, questions or concerns?
I'm not sure if I have any questions.
I gotta say, I really like the black windows on the older buildings. I think it's sharp. It doesn't take away from the character of the building.
The project has been approved by the state Scenic and Historic Preservation, or not Scenic and Historic, the state SHPO office, and it is waiting on National Parks' final approval.
We didn't have, just to determine, we didn't get any comments from SHPO regarding the exterior design. We did have one comment regarding the interior, but obviously, that's beyond our, jurisdiction. So just to give you that, and we could actually share, the letter from SHPO if need be, with the commission.
How many windows are actually being replaced? I mean,
A
it's
lot.
amazing how, I know.
There
I
are
don't know how you keep it all
104
straight. Holy.
It's either 127 or 147 windows. I do not have the number in front of me right now.
Wow. Yeah, no, I'm just, just looking at it and knowing that there's, that's amazing.
I think it's a wonderful project. I just,
Mhm.
I'm impressed.
This will require a planning board site plan approval also.
Yes, we've already, put our application in.
Perfect.
Marnie or Vic, you want to make a motion to approve this project?
Yep, I can make a motion to approve 70 Genesee Street, with the plan submitted as is.
Vicky, would you like to second it?
And I would be happy to second that motion for 70.
Say aye.
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 Opposed? Carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Thanks, Manny.
Okay, our last project for the night, case number 10-21, 2711 Genesee Street. The applicant is Utica Signing Graphics. The owner of the property is GPO Federal Credit Union. The applicant is proposing to install a double-sided LED message center for GPO Federal Credit Union. Header portion of the sign will be fabricated from aluminum with a white polycarbonate base. Internal LED, translucent graphics with the logo. The bottom portion of the sign will house LED message boards attached to a steel frame covered with aluminum skin. The bottom tan cladding will be fabricated from aluminum substrate. Would Utica like to walk us through this for us, please?
Patty, can I ask a
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I can't, the links aren't working for the video, so I'll just have to go through the phone. But, what we want to do is replace the existing, wood structure that's in bad shape and just bring them into the, 21st century. So, it's not a big sign, but, and it's low to the ground. And I think it'll look nice in the neighborhood and it'll match what's over at Adirondack Bank, which also has a, LED message board.
Patty, do we have one question I had before? Do you have a picture of the building?
I don't.
Google it. I could try and Google it.
I could do the same. Hold on one second.
It's on the corner of Higby and Genesee. It's the building on the corner of Higby and Genesee Street across the street from Louis Brindisi's office. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, it is.
That is
I
correct.
can't remember, what it looked like and stuff because, not that I want to regurgitate this, but obviously I came to this board a couple of years ago for our sign at Adirondack Bank, and we really wanted it to match the decor of the building so that it was uniform. So that's why I'm asking.
Yeah, this is like we've done 2 other locations for GPO. This is the first one with a message board, but the shape is kind of what they're going for, so they're all uniform. And the shape of the sign, actually, yeah, the shape does look similar to what the building is. It's pointed.
That's perfect.
If you can pick it up and Google.
The picture, if you guys can see that?
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Okay. And then let me know when you want me to bounce back to the sign.
Can you do that without losing this picture?
Um,
I don't want you to have to find it again.
No, I can keep it. I just, I just can't show it. Can kind of show it. I don't know how to.
I
Otherwise,
don't, I'm not a fan of the white. I can say that right now. What, go to,
If you see the original sign there will be landscaping around the sign, but I didn't put it in. But there'll be similar landscaping like you see on what's there now.
is there a way we can move the feet and have it actually underneath? So Patty, if you go back to the sign, if that could like architecture underneath where the tan is, and then possibly make the white gray, that would kind of blend in with the building more.
Oh,
I don't know, Bill and Marty, unless you disagree with me.
No, I think it definitely would, you know, more in kind with the building.
The bottom of the cladding is going to match the yellow or the tan color of the building. The black is actual frame of the LED message board, and the GPO header sign really has to be white in order to you know, transmit the color of the letters, because that would light up with the
Oh, so I'm sorry, I understood that. So the white is be, I'm sorry, I don't know if you. So you're saying that the white that we see in this picture is going to be illuminated? Did we lose them, Patty?
John, are you there? Yeah, give him a second. He'll probably be calling.
I'm not a huge of having that all lit up. I have no problem with LED, the digital being, but I think you're almost getting overkill with the white being all lit up. I don't know what your guys' thoughts are about Bill and Mark, Vicky. But
So you said the white portion is gonna be backlit as well?
yeah, that's what I
That's
think.
what he just said, I think.
Yeah, that all that would be light, which I think it'd be too bright. But
I think it's too commercial for the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I would almost keep that, you know, static and not lit, and just have the LED board lit.
Yeah.
right.
Rob, I have a simple question, and I suppose I should have asked this before we got to this point. Do I need to abstain from voting on this
No,
issue?
no, neither do I. Otherwise,
Okay.
yeah. If
Thank
there
you.
was it'd be me, since I'm 2 doors down. And I'm not opposed to it. I just want to make sure it blends into the neighborhood and doesn't, you know, look out of character. That's all.
Yeah.
No,
No, I agree with what you said, Rob. I think that makes good sense.
And
I'm not
the building itself, it's tan, and is it gray and tan? I can't, it's
Look
hard
great.
to,
I
Look like
think
a
it's great.
gray and beige.
Yeah, I was there today, and the sign that's there, I'm wondering, is it mounted? Is it like, you see where it is? Is it mounted with the bushes around it?
Yes.
I mean, it would be really nice if they could make it look like a sort of a mini house kind of look with the LED in the middle of it. Would look really sharp and would blend in really well.
Right.
That kind of reminds me of a First Source credit union look on Commercial Drive, if that makes sense.
It does.
I mean, Phil, you're the architect. Come on, give us something there.
Oh, really?
I mean,
Really, you talk all
Sure,
the
Phil.
time. Let's go.
as long as the landscape around it, if they plan on putting it right back in there, I don't have any issues with that. I think that'll help soften it some. But I agree. I don't think that entire thing should be backlit. I think that'll get kind of busy.
Yeah.
I'd rather see that as a solid color and then just the LED panel being the lit, the lit portion. So that's really it's not a. I think it would fit in at that point. I think it would at least help. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Is the applicant back on the line yet, or?
John, are you there? I don't think he is. He did explain
Okay, I'm here.
problems.
Oh, there he is.
All right.
Oh, yeah, he's here.
Yeah. So I was listening to, I had on mute, sorry about that. But the shape of the sign that you see resembles the two other locations that we've done for them. They're slowly redoing all their signs. And we want to try to keep it branded with that
Consistent.
shape. So
I had
the
the
color
same-
on the bottom would match the color on the building, which would tie in with the building, and then we do a little landscaping around that. But the GPO does light up, so you can see who it, identifies who they are at night. So that would light up, so it'd be hard to change the color other than white.
Are they open at night now?
Pardon?
Are they open at night?
No.
Well, they're open to whatever, 5 maybe? I don't know. Yeah, 5 o'clock. So during the winter, that would be helpful for them.
I don't think I don't know if you could hear our conversation before when we couldn't hear you, but I don't think we're inclined to entertain a backlit on top of the digital sign.
So you don't want like the top of the GPO.
I think the old white and then I think we'd want to drop the stucco underneath. But I mean, the digital sign is fine. But I think we're under the impression the backlit will just get too busy, too bright for the neighborhood.
Okay, so it's very hard to understand because I'm getting a lot of background noise. But what you're saying is you don't want like the top header sign where GPO is. You want to keep that as a non-illuminated portion of the sign.
Yeah, the only illumination we'd want to see is the message board.
Okay, all right. Well, if that's what you want. That's fine. Does the Adirondacks light up on top? Just out of curiosity. I don't know if Adirondack lights up on top. Thought it did. I'm not sure.
Rob, do you know?
Ironically, I can't remember. I don't believe so. I think we spent 150 grand on it into the neighborhood, and it was not an easy approval. Phil, do you have any ideas conceptually, if you go back to the sign that we're looking at, what we want it to kind of look like to blend into the neighborhood a little bit? Give them some, some insight onto. Phil, you still there?
I was looking at the Adirondack, Patty's catching up to me now. I was looking at the Adirondack sign. It doesn't look like the lettering is illuminated. I think just your
Yeah, I don't-
LED board.
Just the
I
message
can
board.
confirm that later on tonight. That looks like that might be
The logo might light up. It looks like it's a raised box there on the logo with the trees.
Yeah,
I just Googled it, so I could see the,
It looks like it's reverse push-through letters, though.
yeah, I don't know.
So it probably lights up.
Well, let me ask you this. If that one lights up, what about GPO then?
I think I don't think we're gonna go white all around backlight. Maybe lettering. Oh, Phil, where you're.
Well, I mean, John, what if you reversed it? And the white, and then we went with the, and then went with the color.
I can't understand what you're saying.
I can't understand. It's coming in really muffled on that.
I can't understand them either.
Okay, thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Barely, but you're coming in so muffled, it's really hard to distinguish what you're saying.
So basically what you're saying is, however, if Adirondack Bank header sign lights, we have to do it in that similar style. If it's push through letters, we have to do it like that.
Well, the only concern is the Adirondack sign there matches our building. Unfortunately for me, because it cost me a lot of money because of the brick. But our point is we want it to match the building. So if we go back to building that the credit union is on, I think we would want that gray incorporated, and the tan is already incorporated. So we would just want it to match more and blend in with the building, so to speak.
All right. I hear where you're coming from, but I mean, that light yellow is going to really look kind of, I don't think it's going to look good against, for a building, that's beautiful, but a little sign with that yellow on there,
And that's out of their branding spec. I mean, typically they're white and burgundy.
The Adirondack Bank out of their branding too, but you have to work within the confines of the scenic and historic area.
Okay. Well, so how would you like to see it?
Phil, go ahead.
Well,
As far as the color spec,
can you hear me?
if we went all gray with it.
John, can you hear me?
I can hear
John?
you. Yeah.
Could we reverse that and have the lettering backlit and the field solid?
Yeah, I can do that.
I think that would help. Let's put it that way. I understand the white is part of their branding, but could we, obviously reduce the amount of white?
The colors. I mean, Adirondack Bank's got strong colors, but the GPO they're like pastels, So you got a pastel with a pastel. It's just not. There's not much contrast there.
Would it be acceptable if we did the whole thing in that gray instead of using that yellow?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's a good idea.
That's better. I mean, I wouldn't want.
Yeah, that yellow it wouldn't look good, really wouldn't.
So if we change it to match the gray on the building, then the whole thing, that color gray on the building, then we're in better shape. Would be, I guess, the best course of action. And then changing the top, so just the letters.
Instead of stucco on the bottom, can you put, that cedar shake, vinyl where that tan is, just to kind of, you know what I mean? Not make it so commercial drive. Yeah, just to kind of, if that makes sense, you guys know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll tie it in better with the house or with the bank.
It would stay with the architectural design.
Right, I don't like the cost or anything to it. It'll just, it'll help it blend into the community a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, they got slats. You know, they got slats on that side.
Yeah.
Not shake.
I don't know about the shake.
I don't know. I don't. I'm not really sure how that's gonna look. What about a stone bit? I mean, that's gonna be the best course of action.
Well, there's that stone there, so.
I mean, if you want to stone, welcome to do that too. Thinking that my recommendation is a lot cheaper, zoning all the way around it.
I don't know, except to do a layout and see if they like it first, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I can't make a call on that for them.
So the way. Okay. So you want to see that in the base right there?
Yeah.
I don't know what it'll look like either. I just think it'll kind of soften it, blend it into the area a little bit more. Or if you have any
Well,
other,
I get what you're trying to do, but I think it's going to look a little. I don't know. I putting the shaker shingles around the base. I just visually, myself, I can't picture it. I don't think it's going to look well. You know, it's not going to look nice with the shaker shingles on there. You know, I mean, it's going to look like a weekend warrior project.
I agree with John on that. I have to agree with John on that. I just think that might look a little strange being below the sign. I think it should be more of a, stucco kind of gives you a concrete look, or a stone. To me, that makes more sense as a base than the vinyl.
Stone.
Bill, what about a header on top, like a kind of like a makeshift roof looking kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to suggest if they did a gray frame around the LED panel, and then maybe a gray border around, the kind of roof appearance of that sign. Then if the whole thing was backlit, I think it would reduce, first of all, it reduce the amount of white. But two, then I think that would give them what they want and kind of still tie it back to the building a little bit.
Right.
John, do you understand what I'm saying?
And Phil,
I should have probably put some landscaping in there. Because, some of that base is going to be covered with the shrubbery.
Right.
So we're going to mound it out a little bit. So it's not going to be a stark picture like you're looking at, but I just wanted to do that because I wanted you guys to see what we're trying to do here. But with landscaping, obviously it's going to look a lot better. And then if we do the colors like you're suggesting, the whole sign would be that gray or whatever that color is. We'd have to match it.
I think it's more like a tannish. It's like a grayish with tan.
Yeah, we'll match it with just spray the sign can.
Right. So if you want us to tone down the header sign and just show the letters popping out and
no. He said he could do it backlit, but
I
do the
gray.
I basically put a gray frame around the GPO. Maybe that GPO gets a little bit smaller, sits within a gray framed area that's not backlit. Yeah. And then also all the way around the LED board, have that as a solid gray. I don't know what the rest of the committee thinks, but I think that would help.
Phil,
so you're saying not to backlit it?
I said backlit.
I don't know, I'm confused.
Well, I can do some more layouts based on what we're talking about.
Yep.
And I guess we just have to, the next, wait till next month's meeting to review it. Is that how you want to do it, or?
John, it also has to go before zoning board for an area variance for the size anyways. So we could always hold a special meeting in that regard too.
Okay.
Is there
how
high off the ground is it, by the way? I don't see that mentioned anywhere.
Metal cladding, I've got it 20 inches high. Cabinet is 35, that's 55. Oh, here it is. Overall dimension 60 inches by 96. So it's 5 feet tall and 8 feet wide at the widest part. That's with the cladding. So out of the 60 inches, 20 inches of it is that metal cladding on the bottom.
Oh,
I thought it was 80 by 96.
So it's 80 inches high.
80 by 96, yeah. Phil, I have one question. Did you make a recommendation that the base should be stone or stucco?
I would say, I think vinyl would look strange as a base.
I have to agree with you. I think rather than shingles or clapboard, I think it would have a better architectural presentation with some type of or stucco on the bottom myself.
Is there Patty, is there any height or no? I don't know if there's is there any, you know, are we supposed to work within a confines of a height, minimums and maximums and whatnot?
No, not for freestanding sign. It is 15 feet.
What's that?
15 feet maximum.
Oh, wow. All right.
I have no idea.
What if we did a base with, you know, try to match the colors of the building on brick, with brick?
Well, I think Phil is okay. Phil feels comfortable. I think with the existing base, it's the white and you know, whether or not a header would make it look more aesthetically pleasing or not. I think what we're stuck with.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Phil, if you do something with that white and stuff, I think that the bottom will blend right in with it.
Right. And with landscaping, you're not gonna see all that much of the bottom anyways.
Right. So that'll help.
All right, so I'll send some more layouts out to Patty with the whole frame of the message board in that can, and then the frame that goes around the perimeter of the header sign in the same gray, and then that would cut down on the white area of the GPO. I can make the GPO a little bit smaller if possible, and then that would be a backlit white with the push to with the vinyl, translucent vinyl letters. Is that acceptable?
I think it'll be a great improvement.
Oh, just the whole thing gray. Just have them run out, put a piece of white acrylic behind it. So the letters white on a gray background.
No, the letters gotta be. Oh,
they'll have to be white. What's happening?
And the other thing is, send these back in. You know, we'll be able to see them right away. So you know, we won't be. We're not going to be held up for several months, and I wouldn't worry about that.
okay.
Patty can send it to us, and then we can give her our feedback. Patty,
You'll still have to vote at a formal meeting.
yeah, but at least you'll have our feedback ahead of time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go? I'm going to get these out to you right away, and then you guys can meet on it, or do you want to go through the zoning board first, Patty?
It depends on what the dates are, Phil. I mean, John, we'll just give me a call tomorrow. I'll go over the dates with you. And
okay, well, I could change these, you know, tonight and send them over. I'll send you over the layout, you know, tomorrow on this, and then you tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, we'll look at the dates and see what works best for you.
Okay.
Okay. Does somebody want to make a table this?
I make a motion to table this until next meeting based on, our comments of, reducing the amount of backlit, white area of the sign.
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. We are good. Like I said, John, just, get those to me when you get a chance and we'll take it from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks, Mark.
Night.
Have a great night.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye,
Okay.
guys. Have
Bye.
a good night.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.